Hi folks, welcome back to the bench. Another Wednesday, here we are again. Hope you've had a great week. We've had so much stuff come in and there's so many things gone on. Let's just get straight to it. I'm still struggling with putting this apron on. Voila! Some of the comments I had last week regarding my apron, they've compared me to Gordon Ramsay. I'll take that, he's a very good looking bloke. They want me to present these guitars in the style of Gordon Ramsay, so I thought I'll do just that. Here we have a Yamaha Pacifica 012 and it is absolutely I'd like to say a big thank you to Laurie. She had her first guitar lesson with us last week and has brought in this vintage Squier Affinity and it's in midnight blue. It's absolutely beautiful. We're now going to get her prepped and set up so she can rock and roll. Thank you very much, Laurie, for joining the Music Den Club. We'll see you later on this week for your guitar and your next lesson. And a lot of businesses have their returning customers and we seem to keep seeing Gaz, and as always, he always brings in an absolute beauty. Just have a look at this. Colour is stunning. Just look at that finish. We're going to be changing the heads for him, doing a full setup and restring, and he's very kindly let me document it, and we'll hopefully get a sound check later this week or on next week's edition. We also had the first batch of our merchandise in last week, the pin badges, the key rings, the magnets and stickers. All of those were counted by the lads, so thank you again, guys. It was a boring task and someone had to do it. I'm just glad it was you guys and not me. But for displaying them, I thought, where can we put them? And here we have a pin badge holder, or whatever this is called. But putting everyone on there is going to be a nightmare. I'd love to find a couple of idiots to do it for me, but there's only me in today. I guess I'll do it. That is one down. Just another 4,000 to go. A few weeks back we had Alistair collect his Taylor. He was very happy and he's bought another one in for us. This is the Taylor AD22E. It's the American Dream. Let's hope it's not the American Nightmare when we get it on the bench. And this week we had some absolutely fantastic news. You'll have seen the thumbnail picture from earlier on. I'll just put it up now for you to have a little look. And the lovely lady at the back will be Freya. We met her a number of years ago. She's been a customer for many years and she's now a creative specialist for Marshall, for all of their online platforms and all of the clever things that I can't pretend to understand. She popped in need of a restring and you can see the beautiful Squier that we were working on earlier. She also asked me if I would mind demonstrating a couple of little riffs on a stack amp that we had, and I'll show you how that went now. 3, 4. And if you enjoyed that, that was courtesy of this Marshall MG15 MS2. Sounded absolutely cracking, and it gets even better than that, folks. Freya has very kindly invited us and the guys down to Marshall headquarters. We're going to be able to go on the tour. We're going to be doing some vlogging, taking plenty of pics and videos, all for you lovely folks to see. It'll be happening at a later date. We'll be seeing all of the vintage gear and everything Marshall have got to offer down in Milton Keynes. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to Marshall for giving us the opportunity to come down. It's very good of them to consider a small independent. We can't wait. We'll see you very, very soon. If you watched last week's Workbench Wednesday, you'll have seen the beautiful Kirk Hammett signature that we had on. And this is the owner, Aidan. We sorted out his Floyd Rose bridge. There was a little bit of an issue and you should have heard him rocking when he collected it. The talent was just unreal. So if anyone fancies jamming and wants to get a band together, drop a line below. That's Aidan. He's absolutely phenomenal. And if anybody wants a singer, I do a great Des O'Connor, Val Doonican, Cliff Richard. Come to think of it, one of the first projects I was involved in was a cross between Chris Rea and Dire Straits. We were called Diarrhea.
Jamie, that's disgusting.
I thought it was funny.
No, that's gross.
And then from there I went on to my second group. We were called Duvet. We were a cover band. It's great, ain't they, these band jokes?
They're really not.
A couple of weeks ago, you'll remember Gary bought in his Taylor with an issue with his nut, and this Samick is having exactly the same. So today's job, I'm going to be looking at nuts. It's not uncommon for guitars over the years, the nut slot heights can deteriorate with different strings on and off. We're going to show you today how we build that back up. So we can replace the nut in full and that's absolutely fine. But if we just need to raise it very slightly, I'm going to show you a couple of tricks. I wondered where I'd put that. Let's zoom in. And it's our low E that's causing the problem. So we'll first of all just take some of the tension off to make that slack. So we'll take some masking tape or low tack painter's tape. Beautiful. What's worse than a band on the run? Band with the runs. Quick. Our neck and headstock is protected and that's wonderful. The next bit's a little bit of a contentious issue on YouTube, and there'll be a number of people that will suggest different powders. Some use baking powder and super glue, and that is absolutely fine. I've got a top tech tip that I'd like to share with you, and that is with any guitar that I work from, whether it be a Taylor or a Fender or a Yamaha, when I've cut the nut slots or whether I've been shaving the saddle down, any of the dust I save, put in a container, and then I've got the right powder for the right guitar in a matching colour. Some people collect stamps, I collect nut dust. The last step then will be trying to get the glue in just the right area, and for this we'll have some cocktail sticks. These are absolutely brilliant. We can dip them in the glue, brush the area accordingly, put our dust on, let it settle, cut the nut, ensure the slights are correct, give it a restring, clean it up, polish it, give it back to the customer, charge him an absolute fortune, buy a house in the Bahamas, and jobs are good. For those of you that watched us last week, you'll remember that Tom turned 30. He had a couple of days off. He's now back to the shop and we caught up about all wonderful things about being in your 30s. So I'll tell you about being 30, Tom. You've got to moan about the bins not being collected.
Oh, these bloody bins.
And the youth of today,
the youth of today.
Not
Absolutely
like when
terrible.
we were kids. Oh, bloody kids.
Oh.
You know, lower. You've got to be, that's the one.
No.
Now you've got to be a complete nuisance to everyone.
Oh.
That's the one.
These bloody buses.
And I am proud to say that we have now got all the pin badges up. And I did that all by myself. All right, Abby did it, I lied. I didn't do a thing, I was bored. Looks nice, that. And there we have it, folks. That's this week's Workbench Wednesday over and out. You'll notice up to yet we haven't asked a question of the week, and that will come in now. Every week we close the segment with the same saying. It will be the classic same bat time, same bat channel. And a couple of customers reached out to me and says, if Batman were a guitarist, what guitar do we think he'd play? So I've come up with my idea, and that is Stratman. So this week's question of the week will be, should we close with same bat time, same bat channel, or same Strat time, same Strat channel? Abby's mouthing at me, same crap channel. It's a good job your microphone isn't on. There's no need to be rude. So put it to the vote, folks. Same Strat time, same Strat channel, same bat time, same bat channel. See you next week. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye, folks. Bye-bye.